Anyone who walks around LMU's campus will quickly notice the names Leavey, Burns, Hannon, and more plastered across the buildings. As an art major, I constantly get the response, "the rec center?" every time I tell somebody that I have classes in Burns. It got me wondering, what exactly is the process of naming these buildings? And who even are these people? It's typical for universities to keep donor information confidential and up to the discretion of donors on if they want their gifts to be public, private, or anonymous. So while full access to the history of donor information is kept restricted in university archives, LMU, a centennial history, was allowed full access to include the history of donations and the growth of LMU up until 2011. I also spoke with a few faculty members involved in university advancement to find out a little bit more about these Burns and Leavey folks. Let's start with Burns. Fritz B. Burns was born in Minnesota and moved to LA in the early 1920s, having had a major influence on the housing developments of Culver City, Westchester, and the greater Los Angeles area. During his lifetime, he worked as a developer, and despite not having attended LMU, served on the Board of Regents and Board of Visitors to the Loyola Law School. He started donating to LMU anonymously after matching Frank Seaver's gift for the Science Center, saying he refused to have his name on buildings before he died. Burns died in 1979, and over the next 11 years, the Fritz B. Burns Foundation gave nearly $16 million in donations, including funding for the construction of the Burns Fine Arts Center that then opened in 1984. The foundation continued to match and grant gifts that aided in student scholarships, undergraduate programs, and funding for the new law school. As of 2011, more than $75 million has been donated to LMU by the Burns Foundation since his death, with $15 million of that allowing for the construction of a health and rec center that opened in 2000, that we know today as Burns Rec. Thomas Edward Leavey was both a rancher and a lawyer, leading him to create Farmers Insurance in 1928 with John C. Tyler, and yes, that Farmers Insurance. He married Dorothy Leavey in 1930, and they grew into major Los Angeles urban influences, with religion and philanthropy as the forefront of their motivators. By 1952, the Thomas and Dorothy Leavey Foundation was created, and in over 50 years has donated well over $100 million to college, medical, and Catholic communities. The expansion of LMU is also largely in part due to the Leavey's gifts that helped acquire the property. This expansion project worked to develop what's called the Leavey Campus, that later led to the inclusion of the Leavey Residence Halls, built respectively in 2002, 2003, and 2005. The foundation also allowed for the creation of Study LA, which uses LMU's location as a way to research and explore social justice. Even after the passing of these donors, the foundation is carried on through designated family members and trustees who continue to impact programs and new fundraising projects. In an email chain with Erin Hansen, VP of Engagement with University Advancement, she highlighted that foundations may vary in what they give to, some providing annual support for scholarships or programs, others supporting larger projects, and some doing both. Specifically at LMU, the Engineering Innovation Complex, a building set to replace Piera Hall and accompany the Seaver Life Science Building, received a $25 million donation in 2024 from the Leavey Foundation. This made it the largest capital gift ever given to the university. The future of these foundations and their contributions to LMU will vary, as new campaigns are being formed with President Poon and trustees as to what projects the university is outlining. Both of these influential families have had impacts beyond LMU, from the development of Los Angeles into the housing properties it is today, to helping fund the development of other college campuses. The Leavey Library and McCarthy Honors Residential College at USC, as well as the $30 million gift given to Santa Clara University in 2017 to fund a new STEM complex, have all been monumental developments made possible by the Leavey Foundation. While Leavey and Burns are just a few of the recognizable names around LMU, the rest of our campus has been shaped by similar founders, whose foundations have grown beyond just being representative of the wealth or service of the person and their family's name. They continue to stay committed to aiding college students and communities.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on coming here instead of going to an art school, and I think that's a lot. That's a lot due to the fact that foundations like that have been so supportive.
Despite the potential confusion of having multiple Burns and a plethora of Leavey buildings on campus, these foundations have been influential in shaping the campus and opportunities that students have today and will have tomorrow. It may be easy for us to take for granted the buildings and campus around us, but LMU has been and is a developing community. By learning about who helped fund and provide resources for students, we can help remember where we've come from and envision where we're going.